All new tonight, there's a big challenge that school districts around the state and the country are grappling with ahead of the first day of school. Shortages of key positions. Focus investigative reporter Paula Vassan is at the Lees Lane bus compound in Louisville, showing us a job that's among the highest in demand. We're talking bus drivers.
I just hope the buses work out in the end.
It's the anticipation that's been the hardest for 14-year-old Aunna Maddox and her mother.
I worry about you and your sister.
I'm just hoping maybe that they will find a way.
To get this art major and soon to be high school sophomore, where she and her friends can't wait to return.
Because kids are wanting to go back to school.
We made it.
For this former class president, remote learning will be a last resort. She craves the classroom. But just hours away from her first day of the school year, she's worried.
Yes, I know there is a bus shortage and stuff.
A severe shortage of drivers, says Eddie Campbell. He's president of the Kentucky Education Association.
We're hearing it from all over. It's not just bus drivers, cooks, custodians, teachers.
Among 5 of the Louisville area's biggest school districts, there are about 1,100 job openings, according to some estimates. Shortages of bus drivers are among the worst, leaving Maddox with a burning question.
How's it going to work?
We brought that question to someone with a job title that's now in high demand.
I love doing what I do.
Bert T. Luxing has been a bus driver for 15 years.
It's very involved being behind this wheel.
He wears this reminder of his responsibility.
Batman is something that is a superhero. The superheroes to these kids on these buses, sometimes it's our bus drivers.
He's bracing for this year to be his most challenging.
And we've been given this curveball in our lives where everything gets turned upside down.
A curveball that's led him to say goodbye to several of his colleagues.
Why do you think there's such a shortage of school bus drivers?
The application process and the people who qualify to become bus drivers, you're not always going to get 20 applicants and 20 going to come through. So with the demand, with everybody trying to recruit drivers, it has been challenging.
And he says fewer people are wanting to get their hands on this wheel. Health concerns over COVID-19, likely a major reason.
With the current shortage of bus drivers, is it going to be a challenge to get kids to school safely?
We are able to safely transport these kids.
So either there will be more crowded buses or kids will have to be remote. What are the other options?
The buses are going to be crowded. However, the bus drivers are trained to handle this.
Reassuring words that alleviate but don't erase the anxiety that fills this student.
I definitely am concerned,
Because this is how she remembers her bus rides pre-pandemic.
There would be like 3 people to a seat in some spots because there's not enough room for everyone.
A JCPS spokesperson says there'll be about the same number of kids on each bus compared to before the pandemic. Masks will be required, and you can expect assigned seating for contact tracing.
I hope kids are getting vaccinated so we can go back to school and ride the buses safely. And I hope they wear their masks still, but I don't know. I'm just hoping it works out.
Hope is the word she's chalked around her neighborhood, and it's the word she says she'll keep in mind as she steps onto her school bus. For Focus, I'm Paula Vassan.